Welcome to Real Talk with Tamara. I hope that you guys are doing okay this evening. As you come into the room, please hit the like button. I decided to get on and do this video before I started marinating my spicy ginger and garlic chicken that I'm going to throw on the grill. I wanted to talk about, and I was intending to do this, and I got to be honest, I ended up seeing a video that Auntie Fee did. I was like, oh my God, I was intending to speak about that too. So shout out to Auntie Fee. Thank you for making me remember um, that. She did a really good video about them also being at the Jackson State game. Um, we of course we know that young Dolph used to always go and represent for Jackson State. I've seen him down there in the locker room, right before they went out. He would be back there with them. And we saw that, of course, we know that young Dolph met an untimely demise, an untimely assassination back in July of 2021. So his family was down there, his children, his significant other, his artist, and I was really happy to see that. And of course, Key Glock was the one that presented, yeah, excuse me, Deion Sanders with um, a gift. But I want to show you guys. Hold on. Yeah.
What's up, y'all? First thing first, y'all played a hell of a game. This first for Coach. This is a gift from Dolph, from me and Trey, and the rest of the paper route family. Just want you to continue winning, not just in the game. He don't open up gifts. This is special right here. What you think is, man? You don't need that? Let me see, Coach. I got to see it. Wow.
They presented him, Key Glock presented him with of course, a pre-ring, and he said it was from Dolph. I'm so happy that they still, even in his absence physically, still they still see him as the head, and which he did start that. He still is, even in his absence. His untimely assassination. But I was happy to see Key Glock do that. I know a lot of people kind of give Key Glock a hard time. I never have. I'm really proud of that young man. I'm proud of all of them. There were other videos that I saw with Trey running out there on the field, and the cheerleaders had Ari, and I saw Mia J there, and I hear that his family was there. His mother's family and Mia's family was there. So that makes me extremely proud. I think Daddy O was there. There's a longer video of it, but to just see them continuing on and continuing Dolph's legacy, and Deion Sanders, he was one of those ones, because Deion Sanders is not in the industry. He was not afraid to show Dolph love. He understood that it wasn't about, pissing anybody else off. Deion Sanders is a multi-millionaire. They called him prime time before he even went down there. So he don't give a damn about no damn petty ass wannabe boss rapper or label head or whatever they think that they are. He ain't got to ask nobody. He probably got more money than all of them together. Okay. His son is probably going to go on to the pros, so he don't give a damn about being accepted in no damn industry. Okay. So people like that can speak their minds and not be afraid of being blackballed, anything like that. It's a damn shame that is going on. But I was happy to see his children. I was happy to see Key Glock, and I think I saw Jay Fizzle back there. And they all seem to just blend so well, um Key Glock is the one that seems to be more so out front, but as far as the speaking, and that may be something that they all collectively decide on, because they all seem to be okay with that. Okay, so I was happy, and it just goes to show that his family has no issues. They know what the truth is with any of his label, his artists, because his family is in contact with the detectives. When I was working up there, when there was a murder case, the detectives always, especially a high profile murder case, was always in contact with the family. They didn't necessarily tell them everything, but they would let them know that we got some new leads, this, and that. We on to something. Your son is going to get justice. I think that his family is very satisfied with what the FBI and what MPD investigators and all the other federal entities that are involved is doing, and they know that his artist had nothing to do with his untimely demise. They know more than what we would know. I'm sure they've told the police some stuff that probably was not out in the public. There was a constant hit on this young man's life, and they kept hunting him down like he was a damn deer. And the summer bitches wouldn't stop until they got him. And now the bitches got the nerve to try to go quiet. They want to be mad. They want to hire people and put them on the internet to do crazy shit when all they had to do was not kill him. Hell, you want to stay out, you want to do whatever it is that you're doing, but it's against the law to assassinate people for whatever your feelings are, whoever it is. Okay, because people try and cover their asses and it's not going to help. All the stuff that they're doing, because they got these goddamn bottom feeders that they paying, they helping to lead them directly to them even more. Okay, so as I'm not gonna get into, I'm because I'm going in another direction. I be getting mad. Okay, and I don't want nobody to get on my lives talking to, get on my comments talking about Key Glock said Dolph up. Key Glock ain't said no damn Dolph up. Okay, Key Glock didn't do it, and the rest of them didn't do it either. People can put whatever they want to on their page. I say what I want to on my page. As I said, I don't have no masters. Nobody will ever control me but God. Okay, ain't no witch. So I don't get mad when people don't believe what I believe. It's a lot of mental illness in the atmosphere. You mentally ill when you get mad at people for believing what they want to believe. That means you're a damn witch and you want to control them. Okay, so I think you need to check yourself because you can't control me. If I felt like there was any fishiness as it relates to Key Glock, then if I had been told by a credible source that there was any fishiness in that, okay, I would not be supportive of them. Okay, as a matter of fact, I was flat out told that they had nothing to do with it, and I can't understand why people get on my comments and think that they know more than the damn police. If you know for a fact, how come you ain't took your damn? You a part of the damn problem. If you know for a fact that they did this, how come you ain't took your damn proof down there to the FBI and the police department? Don't put that shit on my page. You violating. You a part of the problem. If you know something and you ain't taking it to the people, but now you can't call them talking about I had think that they did it because my mind had told it did me that because they had been jealous. You can't do that. You're gonna have to have some proof. And if you got proof and you ain't did that, you part of the problem. But then if you ain't got no proof, then you just blowing smoke in the air, right? It's got to be some proof. And everybody blow out steam, but they ain't necessarily got no damn proof or no credible source that's got the proof. Okay? Now, if the police turn around and say, well, he was involved, I'll say, well, Key Glock was involved, but I don't believe that they're going to say that because I've already been told that they weren't involved. They know where it came from. Okay? They know exactly the trail that it came from, and I trust them on their trail. Okay? So I wanted to say shout out to Dolph's family. Looking at his children kind of make me sad. It do. It really do. It kind of makes me really sad And even and looking at Key Glock, I asked for God to protect him because, honey, when you are insisting on being independent, you have to see when the media, when they start gunning at you, okay, when they start gunning at you, that's a person that is a threat to whatever their agenda is. Okay. Dolph was a little bit more vocal than Key Glock. Key Glock was up under Dolph, so he got the opportunity to see what happens. So he knows what doors to go in, what roads to travel. Dolph is a Leo like myself. So, he pushed back against a lot of stuff. You know, I just wish that he would have hired security and had security around him 24/7. I don't blame his artists. I wish he would have had professional security around him. Better yet, I wish when they was constantly trying to kill him, he'd have stretched them motherfuckers out. Okay? If he wasn't gonna go to court and get their asses put in jail for life, he spared their damn life. He could have had their asses in jail. And he still didn't do it. To me, that's kind of like waving the white flag. Some niggas you have to put the law on because they ain't got no goddamn banners because they from the goddamn bottom. Okay? And excuse my cussing, but I get very emotional when as it relates to this, because what they did to him, there was no need for it. He had the money to bust back, but he didn't do it. And I believe he didn't do it because even though he could hire security to be around him 24/7, he was living outside of Memphis. He still had little dudes in Memphis. They was ready to, they would have been more accessible. So even though they might not have been able to get to him, they could have got to them. He didn't want to put them in that because that's how those types of people are. They was ready to destroy what he had going on. He understood it wasn't even about that. They wanted to destroy his legacy. In order to destroy what he was building, they had to take him out. And now they pissed off that they've taken him out. All eyes are on, this situation. The folks are on top of it. Okay. And his legacy's still going. So that's what's pissing them off. Okay. So now they mad because they got this money. And as I said before, they've gotten, a lot of these folks have gotten money off the backs of the Black community and then send destruction back to the Black community. Okay. So they got all of this money and God is still allowing things to happen as it relates to Dolph, and they mad at God because they saying, I'm God. I supposed to be able to say God doing this. Why I can't put a hit on God? That's how twisted these bitches are. Okay. Because they were the ones that consistently, went at this boy. And regardless to what he said, whatever words he said, whatever was done, if he wasn't a threat to their life, they ain't had no business putting no hit on him. All this other stuff I hear about, he supposedly, took out somebody, his people took out somebody's brother. To me, that's hard for me to accept. Okay. Because I don't see a logical person, and I do say logical thinking person, sending their brother out on no dummy missions. I can't understand how a person would send their own brother or family member on a dummy mission and then get mad if something goes wrong. So then who should they be mad at? It shouldn't be at the person's people for doing what they did. It should be at themselves. And oftentimes people do stuff and they lash out. They want to blame everybody but themselves, because if they took the opportunity to look in the mirror and say, a lot of this stuff is my fault, they will probably blow their damn brains out. So some people they go into survival mode and become self-righteous. Nothing that they do is ever wrong. Okay. But anyways, you guys, I want you guys to like, share, and subscribe. That's what I wanted to say about that as it relates to Dolph's family. I was happy to see his artists still carrying on the legacy. You heard Deion Sanders, as Auntie Fee said on her blog, he said, carry on. And I think that they are doing a good job, with carrying on. I love seeing his children there. I love that, So shout out to Deion Sanders and Jackson State for always representing for Dolph. Okay. Deion Sanders, even though, he's been in the media before and some more stuff, I remember a time Deion Sanders was ministering. He had got into ministering. So beneath all of that, he is still a child of God, and he believes in what's right, not what's popular. And people don't necessarily like you when you stand on what's right and not what's popular, because they want to, you know, be able to control you. But I'm so happy that Jackson State is standing on what's right as it relates to Dolph. Okay. All right, you guys. I want you guys to like, share, and subscribe. Talk to you later.